Welcome back, loyal listeners. We have 3 rounds remaining. Rabbitohs v the Panthers in this one. Rabbitohs going down at the buzzer. They're up by 2. And then a nice, penalty goal into a nice Liam Martin try. Finally got the ball over after dropping it twice before him. And Jackson Polo there, both struggling just to catch the footy for a good portion of that second half. But it was a cracking game of footy, wasn't it, really? Just the quality was so high and great to see from these two teams. Panthers obviously securing the minor premiership, and Bunnies probably being, I'd say, close to the second best team in the comp at the moment, and probably have a great opportunity to try and win that comp. And it could have went either way. Like Bunnies, I think had was it 7? There are way more tackles than the opposition 20, and Panthers just seemed to score when they got the chance. So it was a very, very interesting game, and Latrell showing his class and just overall, these guys will probably a good chance of playing each other in the grand final. Just Bunnies, it looks like obviously now most likely won't be able to make the top 4. So you're gonna have to win every single one of those games, which is always tough, right? So scoring wise, we had Isaiah Yeo with 62, so another great game from him, another 80-minute effort. So can he do this every game? We obviously saw Mr. Cam Murray go down with less minutes. So when I say go down, it just mean his minutes were lowered after a big one last week. So they seem to do that week to week, where Yo, with the boys out, is just playing that 80 every week at the moment. So if you picked him up, great score. Sean O'Sullivan as well with him, just very consistent now, 59 points in a 1 try assist effort, and just only the neg 4, which is great. So if you're doing a bit of everything, running the ball, kicking as well, you're going to score like this, and obviously had 2 forced dropouts there also, and 40-20, which is cool. But for him, that was good. Cook, 57 to 58 in tackles, which was lovely. Obviously, 39 run meters, not his best game for that, but you take the 57 for sure. Cody Walker had a terrific game, got a nice try off for that Latrell offload was hectic. That was so good. You can just tell he's picked up a bit of a high pass. He's going, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, I'm just going to hit the line and offload straight away. It's hit and drop. And Walker was all over that too. Both those guys, their intuition and just knack for just knowing where to be, and there's a few times Latrell's just running through, scooping up the footy. It's just the talent is just incredible. So well done to Cody Walker, definitely improving along the season, which is great. Alex Johnson, just four line breaks and 2 tries, incredible. He's going to break the record before we know it. Incredible player. Isaiah Tass, he's had a really, really nice season, hasn't he? Ended up averaging 37 and has gained more than 220k, and he's going to be a little bit extra after this week. So 1 try assist, a line break, tackling well. There was a few times there that, who was it on that side? Stephen Crichton had a good opportunity, Liam Martin, and he could tackle him well. Obviously didn't at the end when it mattered, but he had a good game. 2 forced turnover tackles, which shows that driving him out and stuff like that. Latrell, the 50, had a few negatives at the end, so with about 10 to 15 minutes to go, he was above 50, and unfortunately, a few missed tackles and whatever else cooked him, but to have 4 line break assists, 2 try assists, just doing a bit of everything. Run for 94, we'll take that. A couple of forced dropouts as well. Coruscant off the bench, so obviously really, really effective in that role, but it's just an odd one. So Rugby League Guru mentioned that this is why he said he wanted to have Coruscant coming off the bench and Cook starting for Origin, and I completely agree with that. He is that live wire. He's so crafty, he can do everything on the park, and as soon as there's some tight forwards, he just goes nuts. So yeah, it works out well for them. You'd obviously like him to be playing close to 80 when the games are really important, but you can see it worked in this game in their favour as well with those couple of try assists. So well done to him. And didn't even have to run much, 47 run meters, but his passing out of dummy half and getting people in the right position was really, really good. Stephen Crichton, we spoke about a few weeks ago as a potential solid option. Did get the try, just real limited on the negatives there, kicking goals as well. So 50 for him, real solid effort. Taylor May had a great game, a couple of really, really strong runs and a line break in one of them. So great game on his return. So if you own him, then you're happy with that. Campbell Graham had a great return as well. Arrow was solid. Just good to see Campbell Graham. He really probably should have been in the Origin, hey. Obviously hindsight, and Crichton is a gun, but Graham just seems just so put together. He's he was a year or 2 older than Crichton. Just you can just see that experience just a little bit better. Crichton's natural talent is higher, I'd say, but Graham just a little bit more experience. Just gets the job done, gets the ball down. Just very simple, very effective, and a big guy. Very similar height, etc., and build to Crichton, probably a little bit thicker. So that was that. For anyone, sorry to everyone that has Murray. changed from DCE's captain in the head-to-head squad to Murray as captain. So that was terrific. So 45 for him. His worst game in a long time. He had a few of these, in the middle part of the season and hasn't for a while. And unfortunately, no attacking stats for him at all. Not even a tackle bust or an offload. The 6 negatives, ran the ball a bit less than normal. So wasn't his perfect game. Kolomatangi as well. Just the meters gained for him was a little bit lower. Still got his couple offloads and tackle busts, but overall nothing special. Edwards had a great game. He's just such a special player. He's just always in the right spot. Has a bit of talent. That show and go didn't even get touched. That one through. Just that speed and agility around the outside. Kikau's doing his thing. Totola there. Big minutes. Jamin Salmon. So, again, for him to not do a lot in the game, to be honest, and still get 40 is great. So we're pretty happy, literally, with his last 3 games. You picked him, if you got him early, you got the 50-odd in the last 2 weeks, 38 and 40 in games where he hasn't had too many opportunities. He gets close to busting the line a bit, so he's still that 100 meters gained, and usually 21 tackles for a miss or 2, which is solid. So 40 for him. You take that score if you looped him, for sure. Unless you got some absolute guns on your bench that should be scoring 50 plus. And Ryan To'o, real sad one there. Had to play him in the head-to-head squad with Garrick going down, and he's been super poor. So it's going to be very interesting what happens next year, especially because he's going to be really cheap, really cheap there. Way under 500k. He's going to be, especially if these last few games don't go his way, he'll be a 450 type of player next year, which is a bit crazy for someone with To'o's skill level. And if he stays, it's just that right side. So we'll give Charlie Staines his dues, right? Because he spent a lot of time on that right and scored terribly. And it's, if for To'o to do it, I just don't like he's getting 167 meters to where the tackle breaks. So strange. Just not happening at the moment. And then Lockie Ellis with 19. So he still made a little bit of cash, but definitely nowhere near what he should have been. The last month or so for him's been pretty good. But that's that video, guys. The Thursday night wrap. I hope you enjoyed that one. And again, thank you so much for being here this late in the season. If you still have some trades left, good work. You're going to absolutely kill it these last few rounds. So good luck this weekend, guys. Have a terrific one, and we'll catch you in another video. See you later.